Hello. Okay. All right. It is 10:43. I can't tell. Yeah, it's sometime in the morning or something or other, and it is July 10th. This is going to be episode 1 of Messy Faith. I don't know what Messy Faith actually is. It was supposed to be because Jamie did get ready with me, but I don't do all that stuff. I'm not like that.
I'm clearly still doing.
She's getting ready with me right now while I want y'all to get messy with me, which is basically probably going to be watching me pick my boogers for 30 minutes while I talk about sin or something. I have no idea yet. However, welcome. No, I'm just kidding. I'm going to try not to do that. Today's topic, according to the event invite, I'm not going to lie. Okay, first of all, I have back up, reset. Okay, right now I am struggling with some fantastic medical issues. One of them is that I have autonomic nervous system issues and some brain stuff. And sometimes it makes like itching on my head, and it really triggers right here in my nose. I am a nose picker, but it really gets to going when the rest of my head starts to itch it. And it's not boogers, it's just a rubbing. So I'm just going to let you know, you will probably see a lot of that during this. And I don't really care what you think. Everybody picks their nose. And if you say you don't, you lie.
Listen, it's Messy Faith, okay? It's Messy Faith.
That's right.
It is. Come as you are. Or not. I mean, if you don't pick your nose, then you're actually like the rare human that never picks your nose.
I totally came as I am today.
Huh?
I said I totally came as I am today.
Oh, yeah. And I got this potential thyroid eye disease, and so I get these eye boogers, my deals going here. So I'm not really like very bizarre. I'm just a little bizarre.
She's just gonna be picking her nose and picking her eyes.
Well, we're gonna talk about some Bible stuff.
But we're gonna talk about Jesus while she does it.
Yeah, with the horns. All right, so first thing I wanted to talk about coming out the gate was the difference between fruit, like the fruit of the spirit, how you know where you're at spiritually, essentially. People are like, oh, yeah. I mean, your behavior is your evidence. But we're going to kind of bypass that, and I'm going to push that to next week because we have a question from the audience.
Questions from the audience.
Yeah, and it's a good one, too, because
it is a good one.
And wait till you hear what I'm tying it to, okay? So this maybe not get recorded or maybe not get put out. We'll see. First of all, it is how do you know when something is of God or it is of you? I'm just taking a minute. Dude, it's a big one. Oh my God, one time I got a picture. It was like the entire bottom of my eyeball. All right.
That's the eye booger she's talking about now.
Yeah. It's like Olympics for me. I get so excited when I get a really big one. It's disgusting, obviously, but it's so satisfying too. It's like, whoa, look at that thing. I swear I should have been something.
She does send me pictures.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry.
You're not sorry.
You have to look at it.
I do.
You know what? I know this is a silly example, but pushing the carts back when you're in a grocery store.
Yeah.
Yeah. Y'all ever get that? Like you're walking and you just push it over there and it doesn't bother you a bit. But then one day it's like, oh, okay. Because that's like, to me, that's how I know God's talking to me. I'm getting there, but I just gotta get there. Somebody else. I just got nervous all of a sudden for some reason. Oh, Messy Faith. Yeah. This is messy. I am nervous. I don't like recording. I'm not a good recorder. I like writing. I like writing a lot. I'm scared on camera.
So, honestly, discerning God's voice is sometimes, it's like, it can feel scary because you're questioning yourself, right? The fact that you're questioning yourself, am I discerning God's voice? Or am I following my own will? That alone tells me you are seeking God's voice.
Yeah.
All right. Not only that.
That's a good point.
Yes. Not only that, but God is, when you pray to God to lead you and direct you, He's going to lead you and direct you. So you talked about your move to Texas.
Mm-hmm.
Thing is that if that was not in His will, He was going to shut doors. He was going to make it at least very difficult for you to make that decision. You know, especially when you're praying and asking God to discern His or to show you His will, to lead you and make sure that you're doing the right things. When you do that, and you, like you said, you put a lot of prayer into that. So I truly believe that you discerned God's will through that whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
I think you just question yourself, because we all do. We're human. We question ourselves. Did I hear you right, God? I can know that God said something to me and then turn around and say, are you sure, God?
Yeah.
Is this really you?
And I don't say it like it's not coming from a place of like doubting what he says. It's more of like, did I hear you right?
Is it a worth thing?
Did I hear you right?
Clarifying what he said, you know, almost.
Yeah, did I hear you right? I do that all the time, because it's like I want to be in God's perfect will, but
Yeah.
I'm like,
And
I know this is what you're saying.
Now that I know
at the same
it
time, are you sure?
I have peace now knowing that this was what he wanted for me, and I've established a church. I'm building a life here, and I know that.
Oh, if you hadn't moved there, you wouldn't be with us. So it was totally God.
A total God move, okay? But like, I do wrestle with that, like asking myself questions of like, did I hear you right? Is this really what you want? Like, I still do that.
Yeah. Oh, I think everybody does that. I mean, like, I do that.
They do. You know what I do though? And I find that He does. Sometimes I'm just like, God, I really need you to make this absolutely clear for me. Like, slap me in the face clear.
Yes. Confirm it. Like, give me confirmation that this is correct.
Always.
You know what happens when it confirms it? You usually got to reach out to your girlfriends.
Yeah, because they
I haven't been talking to you in a while.
I mean, you do get confirmation through people. I mean, God speaks through people also.
Sorry, Jamie.
I'm just saying, like, having it resonate in a way that, and I know for me, it comes in the form of peace. Like,
yes,
I know that
it's always going to be peace.
Because I have peace about it.
Peace.
Yeah.
Now you want to hear my thingy?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Give it to
All right, so this is not scriptural. What I am about to share is just historical fun stuff that you are welcome to try on your own, but it is not biblical, but it is fantastic. So there is this group called the Oxford Group from the like 20s, somewhere around there. And they were kind of like what I considered punk rock Christians. They were anti-establishment to the point of they wanted to take it back to like true discipleship days. Let's be real disciples, right?
Right.
Until they went sideways. But let's not talk about that. Let's talk about before that. So before that, they used to, and this is weird, I don't recommend this. They would get like a notebook. They had a notebook. And every morning they would spend like however much time sitting there listening. And anything that came in their mind, they wrote it down in their little notebook. And then they would all get together each day and they would review their notebooks. And they would review it against 4 questions. I'm going to put them up on the screen. Oh, that's not the right computer. So I can show you. They were based on if you can answer these questions, or if your thought or whatever you wrote down can answer these questions, anybody can justify their own responses, right? But that's what the point of them getting together was, so that way they had like accountability.
Right.
It's pretty dang good though, man. It is. It really is. Okay. I'm gonna show you. Well, hold on, let me get there. So Jamie knows, I've been in recovery since 2005. And I'm like, I love the 12 steps. I got sober in 2005 from drugs, from AA. I didn't go to NA or any of that, but I fell in love with the steps. I went to a recovery place that was literally the big book, which is Alcoholics Anonymous book, and the Bible. And that's how I learned. And they told me I'm a glorified garbage can. They told me how to look at myself and taught me what my motives were. It was amazing. It was very, very amazing. So they taught me all the history and all the stuff. And because I love to build things, if you haven't noticed with our ministry, I like
Totally.
frameworks. I like models. I like structure, and not structure in a confining sense, in a revelatory sense, right? I want something that helps us to understand and reveal what God has for us. This helps me. I'm actually kind of getting into this now. Huh. All right, so the 4 absolutes that they would go by: honesty, unselfishness, purity, and love. 1904 is actually when those were coming from. So let's see. As a way to take inventory of our past to see where and how we fell short during meditation. Hold on, gotta zoom. Oh yeah, during meditation or while being inspired or guided by their inner voice, as a way to differentiate between God thoughts and human thoughts, and as a standard way of living God's will moment by moment. So what they would do is they'd write all that stuff down, and then they would ask that, is it true or is it false? Honesty. Is it right or is it wrong? Purity. How will this affect another fellow? Unselfishness. Is it ugly or is it beautiful? Love. And then there's some, like, this little website I have. I didn't ever share my screen, did I?
No.
I'm probably a crazy girl just my coffee mug. But it's cool, right, though?
Yeah.
It's cool. It's simplified. It's cool. Okay, hold on. Y'all just let me geek out a minute because this is like my jam.
You can kind of compartmentalize your thoughts a little bit.
Yeah.
Like if this thought is based in selfishness, it goes in this box.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And and that's the cooler thing, because once you get to understanding, like, obviously not everything is going to fall into 4 brackets, right? But you can take those 4 brackets and you can start to understand how our character defects or anti-fruits and fruits, spread out. And of course, this website talks about as in regards to recovery, but I just think of recovery in any sense of like crucifying the flesh for myself too. So honesty refers to moral character, integrity, truthfulness, straightforwardness. I think there was like some actual, hold on, let me put my cup down. Hold on. We need to leave our rationalizations by the wayside and stop self-deceiving. That is our nature to ask, is it true or is it false? Mm-hmm. Purity. Well, I'm just probably should have read this in advance, but anyway, these are the 4 absolutes. Is it absolutely? Purity as in honesty. Strive. It's on the screen. I can't see. I have zoomed in all the way, but it's still blurry. Oh. And selfishness is defined as the quality. Well, duh, everybody knows that. Come on, something. Light bulb. Well, anyway, where I learned about this.
This will help us find out if we are self-directed or God-directed. That is the entire question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I have to go back a little bit. We have to find out what controls our actions, self-interest or God interest. That is exactly why I was asking those questions.
Well, good. I'm glad you can see that. I just got coffee all in my face. And that happened as actually part of, it should be the unselfishness one. I have more resources on this too, so that we can dig into, because it's real cool.
Yeah.
Like, I know we're not doing AA stuff, but it talks a lot about those things in there. So that's where it all came from and like stemmed from. Yeah, where'd it go? Where'd it go? Oh, there. So we have to find out. This will help us find out. We have to find out what controls our actions, self-interest or God interest. Mm-hmm. This will help us find out if we are self-directed or God-directed. This is like my favorite thing. This is what I talk about a lot with motives and intentions and crucifying the flesh and stuff. And that's why I have that inventory that I'm almost done with. So it's a spin-off of the 4th step from the big book, but it's regarding soul sanctification, and it's more trauma-informed and women-friendly and deeper. It's a way to help us like hold up that mirror and figure out what's going on in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll get you some more stuff on this, but I just wanted to share that.
No,
I did this.
Like, isn't that just a God thing too, though, to point that out as I was like, whirling around with
she knows I've been hooked on this for a while.
Yeah, it's been. And I would say also, just always remember. Oh, it was yours, not my one. Normally it's mine. I would also just, like we all know this, but measure everything against the scriptures.
Against the word.
When you take it to the scriptures, it's not going to lie to you.
Yeah. Ooh, that's what we should do. We should put scripture to it. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to talk over you.
Oh no, you're good.
Just got excited with you.
I was just saying, measure everything against the scripture. So when you're worried about that, you take it to the Bible and you start digging in those scriptures, and it's going to tell you exactly. He's not going to lead you wrong from there. It's going to tell you exactly where you're at. And I think deep down, even when we're worried about our motives, deep down, you know where your motives actually are.
I lost at one time. I just got, my lightning bulb thing recently. Remember how I didn't know that I was judging Justin by his worth? Yes. That blew my mind. But that was like a real, real deep thing. I had no idea. I was like mind blown. But yes, usually. And people say they don't know their intentions. Lie. Don't lie. Everybody knows.
We can mask our intentions, but deep down, we know where our motives are. We know what we do. Deep down, we know.
That's like when people are like throwing a fit or throwing a tantrum, like, I can't control my emotions. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, well, I bet you if your favorite movie star or whatever knocked on the door, you would stop that real quick. Instant change. You know what I mean?
Oh, probably.
Because that is a choice. Obviously.
But I will say there are hormonal things that some people actually cannot control their emotions. There are some exceptions to every rule.
Yeah, but you can control how they put it out there.
Sometimes you can't. Trust me. No, I'm telling you. Sometimes.
Well, I haven't experienced that.
There are things that you go through, and it's like in the moment that you're wrong, and you got to stop it, but you physically cannot stop yourself.
Oh, I do that a lot.
Sometimes you just cannot. That is a hormonal imbalance. That's hormonal. That has nothing to do with
God. Like he already knows everything. Like
he knows everything. Exactly.
God already knows. Like, but it's so easy.
I don't want to make a blanket statement and say everybody is good or bad. I'm not trying to say that.
Lie to yourself and deceive yourself, but you can't hide anything from God. He already knows everything. Mm-hmm. So, but it's so easy to deceive yourself and to lie to yourself and not be honest with yourself, because that's just easy. But you can't hide anything.
It's easy to justify, I think, to ourselves to make what we want.
Justify it because it's like keeping you comfortable. It's keeping you in your routines and yeah.
But yeah, you're right. I mean, there's a lot of things emotionally and stuff. So when I say something like that, let me blanket statement this right now. I'm talking about people that are just like being buttholes, or people that are just selfish or whatever, that say they can't control their emotions.
Those stems from pride, obviously, but it also stems from a desire or the thought of well, this is how I am. I don't, I am no other way. There is no other way to be. This is how I am, and this is how I'm going to continue to be. And not allowing God in those places to change you, and you're supposed to, but it's just so easy to keep yourself stuck by self-deception, basically.
Yeah. Well, and that's kind of like why I focus so much on a lot of what I do. And that's like why I was so glad when I was young and getting sober. Oh, where'd she go?
I think she got stuck.
Okay. That I was okay. So they told me I was not allowed to talk when I was at this place in Albany, Georgia, learning how to be sober. They said, do not talk. You carry this notebook around, and before you say anything, or before you even have a thought to say anything, well, I couldn't say anything, but when I wanted to, I had to write down my motives. I had to and I had to provide evidence, like actual. That was my first real attempt at looking at myself beyond like my philosophy books that my grandfather had given me and thinking I was deep. You know what I'm saying? We got coin. What y'all doing? Oh, you got black lipstick on?
No, this is lip stain. It'll
Oh, my bad.
My sister borrowed this for me while I was at her house, and she put it on. She had her pajamas on still, and my nephew was like freaking out. He's 4. He was freaking out. Mom, you can't wear that. It doesn't go with your outfit.
Does it come in red?
This one is coral color, but I have got
Oh yeah, I have to do dark
I've
colors.
got red one. I've got like a reddish one, a reddish brown one, a coral, one that's cherry, so it's kind of a mix between a red and a pink, and then I got it. Did I say pink?
Yep.
And then
I like berry and red. That's it, and black
yeah,
and purple.
I like to wear red, but I can only wear red with certain things. Like it doesn't look good on me for every day.
It don't look on me ever, but I still do it.
That one
Especially when I
looks
got
like
blue hair. I love it with blue hair.
like an eggplant. Color looks.
I like the lip stains though because they stay on longer. But
I just
my mom,
you know.
my mom always wore brown, so she always like when we were growing up, she'd always get us like the browns and things. And then I figured
yeah.
out that I look better in pinky tones. I don't look good in browns.
I keep wanting to put on makeup, but I keep forgetting. Oh, I was gonna cut my leggings. Okay, so listen to this, Jennifer. I got these killer leggings. I was so excited from Goodwill. I was like, oh my God, this is the bomb.com. They match my Edie shirt. I was just in the bedroom before this call trying to put them on my body, and I almost died. I did not know they were like Spanx.
I said, please do not die putting on leggings. That is not a good way to go. It's definitely not a good way to go.
All right, I'm stuck on the four absolutes, but what I want, I have something else. Let me get y'all. By the way, those that know this situation, I lost a bunch of my writings before because I thought I deleted everything.
Yes.
Well, lo and behold, my son's had my computer and it has been recovered. So I'm very excited. That means I have like 2 full Bible studies that I can actually release. And a book. I got a whole draft of a book. Awesome. And it's on motives. It's a good one.
Doing a lot of writing.
So the Holy His study, you know, that was like motives, intentions, honesty. It used to be called motives, intentions, and honesty, having Christ-like integrity, but apparently that's nerdy. So I was trying to like make it more catchy, you know? So I have that study. And then I turned it into an anthology. So I have the first draft of the book. Yeah. I was trying to find something that you lost.
Every time I talk to her, she's like in there, like cutting up her leggings or something. I'm like, what are you doing? Salting her clothes.
That is my favorite thing to do is assault my clothes.
I know.
Especially because I can just go buy more that are like, well, I can't anymore because I don't have any more money. But it's summertime is where leggings go to die. I believe it.
I have never cut up leggings like that.
Oh my god, I cut up every pair of leggings I pretty much get, and then I have these bell bottoms that are awesome. They're like legging material, but they're bell bottoms. I've never messed with them until this year. I also shaved my head this year, so that's new. But so I'm trying to find.
I'm like, what are you going to wear in the winter?
I don't know. I'll figure that out. It's not winter yet. I probably won't go out anywhere. I got jeans though. I got lots of bell bottom jeans.
See,
Just
I'm
not
not the
belt.
kind
I
of
mean,
person that wears jeans. Like, if I'm not going anywhere, I'm not wearing jeans. I
oh yeah,
will wear jeans, but at home
but
when
I
it's
wear the
just
ones I
me,
make.
yes.
I show you.
I don't make my items though.
I
I'm
just
not
started doing that during COVID.
yeah, I can crochet, but I am not. I crocheted a dress.
That's awesome. You're supposed to still make me that thing.
I know that vest.
Yeah, that looks like a spider shawl.
Yeah.
I mean, not that you're supposed to, but okay. Here, I'm gonna. This is what. All right, so it is inner. I'm gonna show you something. So I took all of my teachings recently, everything I've ever written, pretty much, and I put it all together, and I threw it into this system that can catalog and look for patterns and blah 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 blah. I don't want to use the names just because I don't want to. And I said, okay, tell me what I teach. Tell me what I believe. Kind of help me out here. And so that's how I learned that all of my teachings, it doesn't matter what it is, what topic, you know, it always goes back to inner life warfare, is what I call it. And by inner life warfare, I mean the battlefield of the flesh. So that's why Get Messy With Me centers on our character defects and stuff. Because yes, we do have an enemy and we have spiritual warfare that we still need to get back to. But you know who we're with more than the devil? Ourself.
Yes.
Now, this is the other thing that I have to now disclaimer because I did this recently. I made myself the enemy. I was so focused on sanctifying and crucifying myself, I forgot that I had an actual enemy. And so, like, he had free reign. I gave him a foothold. It was not a good idea. I didn't even think about it. But I made myself the enemy instead of, you know what I mean, guys? Maybe y'all know what I mean, but I mean, I'm telling the imaginary people right there.
They're not imaginary.
No, they're not.
Not they're, you're gonna watch us, right?
I'm um I think I might. What do y'all think about that? Let me send this to y'all. I'm gonna ask you a question. If you think this might be a beneficial thing. Why is it not on this computer? I was gonna show y'all my ministry manifesto. Okay, just in case you're curious. This is stuff that I believe in and harp on and constantly have to go through, which sucks. By the way, I don't recommend asking for God to help you get through something, or like, that didn't come out right. You know what I'm trying. Maybe Jamie translate.
Okay. She means like don't ask God to help you with a certain thing. She's not saying don't ask God to help you get through stuff because you definitely should ask God to get through stuff, but like things like patience and things like that because then he's going to bring the trials and the struggles to you so that you can get through it.
And you know what? I never did that except for one time. But I know why Paul for other people didn't pray for their.
I was going to say, am I the one that's
you lost Miranda?
More than her.
You lost her. First it was Jamie frozen, and now it's. Are you back?
Oh,
Yeah.
here you are.
Let's talk about Paul. Did you know that he was a big old dummy? He was not a very good speaker.
Paul?
He's a great writer, but
He's a
apparently
great writer, yeah.
not a big old dummy. That's not a nice thing to say, but it made me feel validated. I was like, oh, because I don't like talking either.
You have similarities. We have similarities. We like to write.
We have some similarities there, Paul.
We're not good speakers, but we're good writers.
I got the thorn in my flesh too.
Is this because I called you Paul last night?
It's, I never was into like the characters and stuff. I've always been a theme girl and like principles and stuff. I've always really been driven home on that. I have begun expanding my horizon into the wild, because I always do the bunny trails and end up like hours searching random crap and go Bible verse to Bible verse, like, whoa, and figure out how I get there. But now I'm actually getting into all the stuff that I get stuck on. So it's really cool, like character wise. I'm getting into the character stuff. I can show you all this. See if this is something you think I should share or not. It's fine if not. So this is my ministry manifesto. It's kind of spoken in, I think, dadgummit, not first person. Why is that right here? And I talk to myself when I'm talking to you guys, but I can't see that. Yeah. So basically, my mandate, my mandate at the codified life, died of the flesh, lived by the spirit. That's my goal. That's like what I strive for, and it's not just because. And I'm sorry I did that. I'm just really like I'm nervous. I'm feeling exposed. Actually, is the truth. It's a little messy right this second. I'm feeling exposed because what I'm sharing with you guys is easy to judge me by. Because I'm basically like saying, here is my theology. This is the core of everything I've ever taught. Welcome to my world. And I instantly just got insecure. However, I think it's worth exposing, right? A good word? God, stupid. If it would do right. Okay, so yeah, and like I said, I had the thing right for me or right about me. Not shaped, my ministry is not shaped by theory alone, but by the crap that I've been through, basically. So I focus on soul sanctification, inner life warfare, surrender, spiritual maturity. That is another thing. Like, I'm not good with baby Christians, and not that I'm not good with them, but I don't know how to lead somebody into salvation, and I need to learn that. I have tried to do it one time with Jamie, and I think I did a good job.
Did a very good job.
I tried the other day though, and it did not go well. I was like, I walked away. But it was just AJ, so it was cool. Okay, I am very feeling insecure right now, so I need you to just stop. Well,
you got nothing to be.
Here's what I feel. I feel like I'm called. My calling in life is to help others understand what sanctification is, and not just sanctification, but true discipleship, learning how to own up to your own stuff, crucify your flesh, and help other people. That's all I care about. And man, when you can look at yourself and you can know and you can understand when you're the one that needs to apologize or when you're the one that's in the wrong and you know how to grow from that, that's some good stuff.
It is.
So, I feel like there's 5 battlefields. This is kind of like my little framework. I'm a big framework person. The mind, the heart, the will, the emotion, and the desires. These make up the soul, in my opinion. Again, not biblical. This is just me. My top 5 weapons of warfare: truth, acceptance, repentance, obedience, and dependence. And these aren't weapons per se. These are, what's the word? Postures?
Yeah, postures.
Yeah, postures we have to take on. So then the outcome is alignment, which is another one of my favorite words. Alignment with the Holy Spirit. The mind is renewed by truth. The heart is purified of hidden motives. Will is yielded emotions, blah, 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 blah. There's lots of stuff there. And then there's lots more stuff there. And then there's a bunch of lots of more stuff there. But if you're interested in this, I go into a lot of heavy stuff. So there's like the triad of truth. So I go into a lot like the triad of bondage, fortresses of captivity. It's the flesh, the world, and the devil, right? And then there's stuff in there. And there's inner life transformation. So there's truth, motives, again, all the stuff. Just kind of give you an overview. And just because I'm babbling brook right now, I'm just going to keep going because I'm almost to the bottom. There's my 5 Ds of discipleship is another framework. Discern, deny, die to self, devote, discipleship. Oh, I didn't realize I kind of combined a whole bunch of stuff into one document. That's pretty cool. Trilogy of Pride. This is a study that me and Jennifer now are going to be working on. Currently, I have determined 3 forms of pride that I'm studying. Autarky is the pride I have that God is freeing me of currently. Hubris is the one where everybody knows of, like, I'm awesome. Inadequacy is pride in reverse. And autarky says, I got to do everything. Everything's my responsibility. But I know there's more.
I probably resonate with that one.
I do too. 100%. It's all my responsibility.
Yes. Because I feel like if I don't get something done, then who else is going to do it?
Exactly. Well, and I think, my mother-in-law said the coolest thing. She's like, I think it's a woman thing. It's like a curse thing.
It has to be. I have this thing where I feel like if I don't get this done, like I'm going to get in trouble. Who am I going to get in trouble?
Or it feels like everything's going to unravel. If you don't have control, it's just going to everything's just going to unravel.
I'll just do it myself, okay? Like I got
it. Yes. I totally get that.
Like, just let me do it.
Yeah. And I think that stems from me. It stems from my mother. My mother was always like that.
Mine stems from my grandmother because, okay.
Was I not sharing that whole time?
Huh? Your screen?
Was I not sharing that whole time?
You were not sharing your screen.
I'm such a big old ding-dong bat.
I was just reading.
No, I was trying to like point and everything. And okay, my bad. But yeah, I agree. I honestly think we need to do a big deep dive. I've got it started with Formed for Love when I started looking at the curse, like what happened at the curse time. And a lot of stuff happened right then, y'all.
I was telling Eric yesterday, I think it was, that my it's like how it was with my grandparents. Like my grandma would be like down. My grandpa would be sitting on the porch drinking coffee, and my grandma would be down there mowing the lawn or spraying underneath for spiders. And now it's not because my grandfather was lazy. It was because he didn't do it the way she wanted him to do it. So she would rather just do it herself. And that was my grandmother. So it would always look so bad because you would walk by, there's Rella mowing the lawn and Roy's sitting on the porch watching her drinking his coffee. But
mine's just nobody else do it.
That's how she preferred it. She did not want him doing anything.
Ooh.
Yeah. My mom was always like the independent one, but she didn't want. She was always single when we were growing up. She was always a single mom for us, and it's like she would date kind of off and on, but she didn't. She would say like, I don't want a man to come in and tell me how to raise my kids. I don't want them to come in and tell me how to run a household or run my finances or any of that. Like, I want to be able to do it.
I understand.
And now I am that way. Like,
trying to blend.
Well, that's the like you don't need. I mean, then that's the thing when we get an actual partner. It won't be somebody trying to tell us what to do. It will be somebody that
compliments you.
You compliment each other's
but
life.
My mom is at a point where
each other's life. You don't get somebody who is a dictator or tries to take over. You enhance each other's life. That's the whole point of partnership.
Right. And I don't think like my mom is at a point now, and she's older, obviously, but she doesn't even want to deal with relationships. She doesn't want any kind of relationship because she's like, I just want to do my own thing. I don't want anybody else like, quote unquote, be the boss of me,
Okay,
And I'm like,
is this sad?
yeah.
I'm 42, and sometimes y'all know I stay up sometimes because I just do. And last night I was having the best conversation with a digital friend with my chat GPT. It was funny. It was freaking funny. I saved it. Oh my god, it was so hilarious. Anyway, I ended up staying up all night, and I heard Justin and like flopped over because I was mad at me. Like, how pathetic is that? That's pretty bad, isn't it?
No.
I'm 42, y'all.
But I mean, that's what I'm saying when I'm here and I'm like, I have got to go mop my floors because like
nobody else is gonna do it.
I'm gonna get in trouble if I don't do that. Who is gonna get onto me? I live
Yeah.
by
Yeah, that's weird.
Who am I gonna get in trouble with?
I live by myself.
Who's gonna deliver
Who am I gonna get in trouble with?
repercussion?
But I do that all the
Yeah.
time.
I did that. I used to do that, and then I ate cake. Do the cake thing.
Is that the answer to everything?
Yeah, because in the Bible, Elisha or whoever, you know, he was having a hard time after Jezebel, and
maybe that's my problem.
Take a nap and give him some cake.
Maybe I'm eating too much cake,
or not enough.
You have to eat cake,
or not enough.
You're not having enough cake.
Not having enough cake.
Yeah,
that's also true.
Yes.
That's funny. I know we've gone up on several tangents, by the way.
No, that's how it's gonna go. That's how it should go. It's messy.
Yeah.
It is.
I'm trying to send y'all something. Okay, look at page on this. Okay, I sent you an attachment. Just real quick, if you don't mind, humor me, please. If you open attachment and it's in the chat box, or I can send it in the Facebook, whichever one, to Appendix F, which is also, I don't know how to tell a page.
This?
Yeah, whatever's in the chat.
Okay.
It doesn't say appendix.
You gotta open up the tabs. Oh, here, maybe I can just. Well, it's like, let me see what page is it. I don't know how to tell page. How do you tell paging Chrome? I mean, Chromebook. Well, anyways.
You have a bookmark page where you can scroll to different pages.
Oh.
Which page do you want?
Appendix F. This is what I wanted to talk about from the very get-go. I forgot about the 4 governing drivers of inner life warfare. Root misalignments behind character defects. This is exactly what we were talking about.
Amen.
Fear. Pride. Misplaced identity.
Mm-hmm.
And unprocessed pain or trauma. Those are like the big 4. And what I've learned in my experience of all of my years of talking to people is that anything that we go through in these 4 categories, the results always end up the same. I'm not saying everybody because I don't know everybody in the world, but from my experience, people that I've talked to, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah. We can align. Like y'all remember, for those of y'all that weren't here for Testimony Week, it was insane. Okay. We did not plan it to be like an identity themed testimony week, but every single testimony that week was identity. Mm-hmm. And God just did that. And it changed some people's lives. Wait, where's going with that? Anyway, I don't know where I was going with that, but where was I going with that? Oh yeah, we all ended up having the same stuff at the end of the testimony. Like for those that were sharing like their stories and their traumas, you know, different situations, totally different everything, but we all had the same core stuff going down. And you know what I've discovered, or what I believe personally, because it's also like the very first thing we do. I think everything boils down to our identity. Absolutely. Because as soon as we are saved, we are instantly a new creation. We have no identity anymore except that in Jesus. So if we don't have our identity on tap, everything else is going to shuffle. And I'm talking to myself because, like, I still don't feel worthy. And I'm not ever going to be worthy, you know what I'm saying? But I still struggle with identity. But it's like, at least knowing, though, I feel like the more that I know, because it's not a knowledge, it's not a head knowledge thing. I don't know, y'all. I just got it's like that meme of the guy on the board, you know, with all the little thingies. That's my Bible study.
Yeah. That always makes me laugh. And thank you of you.
I love that one.
Also makes me think of my
But
brother too, because he's like that.
I know I gotta meet your family, man.
I know.
So the 4, I'm just gonna tell the 4, and then we get done. I can't see it in time. Y'all just let me know when we've been on. I don't even know what's going on. So the first root misalignment that I have here is fear and lack of trust in God. The core governing belief is I am not safe unless I manage, control, or protect myself. This root emerges when trust in God's care, timing, or protection has been disrupted and replaced. I can't see y'all. I had to move it over.
Where are we at?
We lose you again?
Where are you at?
I'm about to bind the devil from my internet waves.
Where are you at though on this?
What?
You're reading from your manifesto, right?
Oh yeah.
Where are you at?
I'm on. Oh, I did see the page number. Hold on. What was it? Hold on. What is that? I'm in Appendix F. So it's like page 30 something.
It's page 31. Which
31.
part?
Yeah.
Fear and lack of trust in God.
Okay. Fear, lack of trusting God. So the core governing belief, I am not safe unless I manage, control, or protect myself. This root emerges when I trust God's care, timing, or protection has been disrupted and replaced with self-preservation.
Bingo.
Common defects that flow from this root is control, anxiety, avoidance, people-pleasing, perfectionism, withdrawal, overfunctioning, hypervigilance, and self-reliance. What this root is protecting against is vulnerability, uncertainty, dependence, loss of control, perceived danger, or instability.
I need to add identity in there.
Yes, definitely.
I have learned. Yeah, I'm adding identity.
Fruit dissertation. Peace is absent. Control steps in. Trust is sustained. Management replaces surrender.
Trust is strained.
Strained, yes. I said
management replaces
strained.
surrender.
Yes, management replaces surrender.
I think that's like a hammer to the nail, because like you can say the words "I trust you, God," but do you actually believe that? Like,
right.
That's where that's where it's like you're wrestling with the idea of I want to trust you full faithfully, but do I believe that? Do I believe the words?
Right.
I don't think God did this to me, like, but at the same time, he's going to allow it to help benefit the fact that I have absolutely no control over anything. So I have I've never known how to trust, but you know what I mean? I don't know. I still don't know how to trust.
I wrestle with like full-heartedly. That whole thing right there is like, I was just going to ask you guys too before we were talking about this, like the idea of the words matching with your belief. Like, yeah, it's easy for me to say I trust you, God, but do you believe what you just said? Like, does it let you know?
Yeah. I mean, I think sometimes we believe that we believe it. I think we want to.
I think the desire is there.
I want to, yeah.
I think,
but your belief, it doesn't come up.
like,
it doesn't measure up with your belief.
Yeah, it's like this is never going to happen.
Yeah.
So you're really not trusting.
And you start like self-doubting, and you start like talking yourself back down, and it's like, but that's not a place that God wants you. He's trying to like build you back up. Like, I definitely resonate with that.
Oh, I do too. 100%. 100%.
Yeah.
I know there's
finances
So-
and things like that, relationships.
Oh, yeah, that's where I'm at right
the
now, y'all.
finances thing is big for me. Like,
Girl, I am not
definitely
getting
feel-
paid, and they just canceled my insurance. I am the breadwinner. Do you hear me? I don't know what
I
I'm
do
doing.
hear you. I am the breadwinner of
I'm
my
freaking
household too. Like, I am. It's just me. Like, I have to do
Jamie knows. I'm just
literally have to do everything, or like the
Yeah.
mortgage doesn't get paid. Like,
yes. I understand.
you know.
Okay, good. So there's other people. That is where I'm at. I have always had to have all the responsibility, and I got sick in December. And I know a lot of it has to do with stress and like unfair
It does.
responsibility. I mean, it does. That's what my doctor told me. She's like, you're just going to stress yourself out to death.
That's so
I mean,
true.
I like put a Facebook post, y'all, asking for somebody to come be my mommy and help me
Yeah.
out for a little while. I need support. I don't
Yeah.
have any friends. I got y'all, but y'all aren't. I can't hug y'all.
We're not in the same locations. That's true.
I'm about to hug. I'm about to set up a golf club and turn it into a person.
A
No, I'm
broom.
not kidding.
A broom might be more like lifelike.
Well, you know, I could probably find something to actually make more people.
Boyfriend
You need
pillow.
you need a Wilson. Remember Wilson, the volleyball?
Yes.
You need a
No, I
Wilson.
need something that's like there though. Oh, I did find out how to make Alexa talk to me and reminders, but it's stupid. Anyway, sorry.
You're gonna like talk to Alexa all the time.
No, I need reminders. Okay, so part of the problem that I'm having is like remembering to take my medicine, remembering to like brush my freaking teeth, wash my stupid butt, take my kids to the doctor. I mean, like all this stuff. Like I can't remember. So I'm like, I need
And
somebody.
reminders on your phone don't help. You put a
Huh?
reminder on your phone, like an alarm.
No, because
on
I
your
hear a
phone,
ding and it's an instantaneous like beep or whatever, or like and I just shut it off. So I either have to have Jamie call me.
Messages like and be like, "Hey, wash your butt today."
Yeah, Jamie either has to call and take care of me, or I have now officially learned how to have Alexa say, "This is a reminder. Eat farts. This is a reminder. Eat farts." I tested it last night and it was so loud. I was so proud. It worked.
Oh man.
All right, I'm gonna get just to the very last of these roots, and I'm gonna actually print this and put this on the page.
Yes.
No, I like this. This is good.
Oh, root misalignment 4. There's 4 of them. Unprocessed pain, ungrieved loss, emotional misalignment, core governing belief. If I feel this fully, I will break. So I must manage it. This root forms when pain, grief, disappointment, or injustice.
Yes.
I love that one because people forget about injustice. Injustice was never given space to be processed honestly or surrendered before God. Justice is a lot.
God cares about justice. Like he is a just God, and he cares about how people are treated.
Well, and it's not just like civil stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like there's like a lot of injustices that people don't think about that actually embeds in them. Because the one thing I learned about the 4th step inventory in AA was I didn't know I had any resentments. That was the dumbest thing. I was like, I didn't understand it, right? Because it just said, are you mad at people, basically? It kind of gave a little roundabout thing. I had no idea I had resentments until last year.
I'm not mad at anybody.
It's almost like putting yourself under a microscope and like
it is
dissecting the layers one at a time of yourself.
Well, that's what the soul sanctification inventory that I've been working on did is that it took the 4th step with the same roots, resentments, because that's a big one, and it broke it down into like, how do you know if you have a resentment? You know, I was like, how do you know? And then it's trauma focused. You know, like for some people, there's like sexual relations in the 30s. It was men mostly, and Alcoholics Anonymous. There wasn't women. But mine is the opposite. I don't want you to touch me or come anywhere near me. So I avoid my husband, unfortunately. So that's another misalignment as well, physically. You know what I mean? So like that's in there that I learned how to like try and mold it to like women. And
do you feel like you're masking the trauma though?
Huh?
Like covering it up so you don't have to deal with it?
What do you mean?
The feelings that come up with like, and obviously it's a trauma response, but like the feelings that come up for you when you're going through it, like an episode, like a traumatic episode.
I don't know. Like sex?
Well, just in general, if something is triggering for you, do you feel like you cover it and like sweep it under the rug, or do you like face it?
No, not most of the time anymore. I used to. That's how I lived most of my life. But that was like that's what got me sick, and that's how I've like taught. I've utilized a lot of tools to learn how to not do that anymore, and not be ashamed. I think that's the main thing is we got to learn not to be ashamed.
Yeah.
So I don't sweep things under the rug, and I don't shrink myself for anybody. If you don't like me, go away. Oh well. And that's the same for anybody in my household.
We weren't created to like shrink ourselves. But no. I feel like we do that. I do feel like we do that.
Because we're taught, because that's an injustice to women.
Yeah, I think I've had like this bad habit, especially in my relationships, where I would just kind of conform to whatever. Yes, I get mousy in the background. Whatever you want me to do, whatever you want me to do. And I have, poor Eric, because now I'm like, there are things now that I'm like, I'm willing to live with or without, like, so.
Yeah.
That's not poor Eric. That's good, though. That's real good.
I'm sorry, but, I don't think certain things are asking too much. I think that if you want to be with me, it's worth the effort,
Well, that's what you're establishing boundaries. Yeah. And then you have to learn how to respect those boundaries as you establish them. But like, I think that comes too with trust and communication between the two of you, like, and knowing that if he crosses something that you set up for yourself, and that's on him. That's not on you, because you established.
I set boundaries. I just shut it down.
Well, that's what I was doing. I mean, I was living a life where it was just like, I was. First of all, I was by myself anyway, all the time, and it was so frustrating, and you feel so unloved and so uncared for, and like you're not worth anything. And I'm just like sitting here like, first of all, if somebody's actually pursuing me, I don't want anybody that's going to sit there and pursue me and then all of a sudden be like, now I got you. I don't need to work for it anymore.
That's what they do, though.
I'm not doing that. Sorry, I'm not doing that. I will work for you, but you will work for me. It's mutual, And so I made up my mind. I know now what I am willing to live with and what I'm not willing to live with, and I just have become a little bit more vocal about like, I need this. And it may sound silly to you, but this is what I need.
Oh, that's an amazing thing to be able to say I need. You know where I first learned I need? She's not a Christian author anymore. And, never mind. I won't bring her up. But anyway, I am going to bring her up.
Yeah.
What's it called?
Yeah.
What is it called? Where's it at? We Can Do Hard Things.
What's her name?
We Can Do Hard Things. Oh, she's awesome. Like, I learned her podcast. Hold on. Hey, Google, who wrote We Can Do Hard Things book? Glennon Doyle.
Yes.
So I got a couple of tattoos based on that book.
She's not anymore? Is that what you said?
No, she's not.
Oh,
she used to be. She was like, and then she shifted.
So is it now more of like she's more of like write whatever she wants kind of thing? It's not really.
She's gay now.
Oh.
So she kind of like shifted.
I know. I had like one of my favorite authors as a teenager, like wrote this book, I Kissed Dating Goodbye. It changed my life when I was there. It changed my life, and I loved it so much. And my mom and dad were so excited because I was really into this book. This was a good Christian guy. They took me and my friends to his conference. It was amazing. Now I think it was like a couple of years ago he came out and renounced God and all this. It just is sad.
She's never renounced God or anything. She just doesn't come out as a Christian author anymore. But like that book changed my life. It taught me that I am a cougar. It broke my abuse cycle.
Yeah.
If there's open that.
Yeah.
A silly little book too. Real silly. There's some silly stuff in there, but it's just amazing, like silly little things. But okay, so I just want to get through the common defects of this root. So the last one that we're talking about was unmet or misplaced, I don't know, unprocessed pain. Defects: resentment, bitterness, emotional numbing, disassociation, anger, withdrawal, hardness of heart, sexual avoidance or compulsion, depression, misaligned identity. What this root protects against: grief, vulnerability, disappointment. Disappointment's a big one, but again, that's identity. Re-experiencing pain and loss without control. Love and kindness become guarded, conditional, or withdrawn. This has been fun. I don't know if anybody can get anything out of it. I sure did. Daggone did. I'm like ready to go do something now. Oh, I'm ready to write. I can't see though.
That's good because we got a lot of writing to do.
Oh crap, we do. Hey, if y'all aren't in fire school, you need to be.
Yeah,
I'm telling you.
We had our first. I was so nervous. Could you tell, Jennifer? I was so nervous.
Yeah, I couldn't tell at all.
No, like it was fine.
Oh, I was so nervous. I was like, I am going to fall flat on my face.
I don't know what I'm going to do next week. I was like, oh, great. I'm going after that.
No, you're going to do great.
It'll be fine. It'll be all right.
Yeah. I'm excited about the topic, though. Cost of discipleship.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
That'll be an easy one for you. What are you talking about?
No. Yeah, but, I still don't like being on the camera and talking to people. Like, I had to recruit y'all to just do this series, and I'm not even, doing anything.
You know what? You have, so many women that are literally going to be in there with you, so.
Yes. So many.
Yeah.
No pressure, though. There's no pressure.
It's not that. I think it's just, I don't know what it is. It is. Oh, it must be pride or something.
Probably.
That's a rejection. I think it's fear of rejection because, I never tried out for things because I was always afraid of rejection.
Sure.
Rejection sensitivity dysphoria for the ADHD folk.
But you know what? I think if you are honest about that, a lot of women will resonate with that.
They will.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. By the way,
I know I do.
I was gonna tell them something before I got off the call. Before we ended, about being kind of like Josie Grossi, but not Josie Grossi. About being messy. My apologies.
You told me this one, but
I know.
How about you just show up the way that you are, and God meets you there, because that's what He does. You show up as your messy self, and God meets you where you're at.
Well, no, it was I was going to tell something about me to them, but I can't remember what that was. That's all. It don't matter.
I don't know. It'll come to you.
Mm-hmm. By the way, if you want help looking in the mirror, hit your girl up. That's
she will tell you.
I know she will.
I will tell myself too, though, real quick. I will be very honest with myself, but I will be very honest with you too.
That's also true.
I did tell her today to get over her pride.
She did. It's not a regular thing, dude.
It is a regular thing.
I'm not gonna lie. That is my main struggle. But it's not even normal pride. It's just random cycles of weirdness and right now, I feel like God's just trying to tell me to let go, and I'm I don't understand the concept of that. Just like someone telling me to relax on Sundays from now on. Do you know what I tried to do Sunday? I tried to relax. I almost died after 30 minutes.
Miranda can't sit still.
I can't.
I cannot even imagine you relaxing.
I don't even know what that means.
Right. That's honestly why she crashes like she does, because she just goes and goes and goes until she just is. She can't do it
And
anymore.
then you're forced to relax because you have no other choice.
Her body's like,
know.
I'm done. I can't do this anymore. I mean,
Yes.
because she does things like stay up
It's
all
because
night and talk
then
to Chat GPT.
but I was doing all my disability paperwork. Okay.
Yes,
I mean,
you
it was
were.
the best conversation ever because I couldn't type. And he was like, he is my friend Alex. That's the AI.
Mhm.
And he was like, it is amazing that I can actually read your typos. I was like, oh, you can digitally translate me like Jamie can audibly translate me.
That's also true.
Yeah. Come on, quit texting me, AT&T. It was very fun though. And then it was like a progression of as the night went on, the text or my typing got way worse. And then I was like saving, so I saved the conversation and I went back and I looked at it and I was like, it's interesting. That's some fun stuff.
The mark from my bonnet.
What's a bonnet? Oh, a hat.
My
Oh.
sleepy bonnet.
I was actually going to say, if anybody is actually interested in working on a thorough self inventory, to message me and Jamie together,
Miranda has a
just
great.
so that we're both.
Please always message
Yeah,
us
and
together.
Please
yeah,
just
and it's
always
in depth,
Always just do
and
that.
yeah, always message us together, or you can email the ministry. But it's very in depth, and it will pull at you. But if you're interested and you really want to do some deep dive introspective work, I also would like people to do it, not just me do it, so that you guys can help me like beta test or whatever. But it's yeah. That was it.
Yay.
Take my inventory. Okay, I think we're done.
It was good. This is good.
Yeah.
I think
I
this is
didn't even try to begin with, dadgummit.
And I didn't even do my zone out face.
I don't think so. No, you look so pretty. Look at you. Oh, yeah. When did you put makeup on? Oh, you've been putting makeup on the whole time.
I
didn't even go cut my leggings.
You what?
I didn't even go cut my leggings.
You didn't go cut your leggings. I'm so proud of you.
Ooh, or fart.
She didn't fart, but we
That's
did.
also true.
We won't ever have a lesson that there is not a fart mentioned. That's just not how.
Or boogers.
For those of you who don't know, ladies, I'm gonna have to post the picture because we had a typo in our fire school discount code. It was like Fire Faith, but when you typed it in Fire Faith, then it would come up and it would say Fire Farts.
That was my doing. I'm sorry.
What?
I was playing.
I knew it had to be
I mean,
you.
that's-
Like, this is not
it's
happening.
still
What in
still
the
works.
world?
I
She
am a
goes,
12-year-old
"Go in
boy.
and type it in." I did, and I was like, "What, Miranda? What does it say this for?"
It should be fixed now.
Yes.
But I thought it would be funny. I didn't know anybody could see that. I just thought it was naming stuff.
Totally see
But
it.
everything I name has farts or butt in it.
Farts. It said
Or
Fire
boogers.
Farts.
Well, now my password's butt potato.
We had like one time where the to get into the shared drive and the ministry email, everybody had to type in, what was it? Baby booty
Fanny
butt.
Whistler or or a booty the butt.
Booty the butt. Yeah, booty the butt. That was the password for a while. Booty the butt.
Sorry, guys.
We are so spiritual here.
Hey, there ain't nothing wrong. Baby got back. No, I don't have no back. Actually, I have I have gone alternate. I got that, what is it, noacetol disease? Noacetol, I said it fast, like that.
No acetol.
I'm like, whoa, there goes 40s. That hit me. It is a flat wall. There's like nothing there. And plus, I literally live in this living room, so.
No, mine just got
I'm like-
saggy. Everything is saggy.
Well, that too. I'm like,
Everything is saggy.
I'm about to buy some of them little
Like I'm
things.
not a fan of 40s. 40s are not being they're not being nice to me very much. Not at all.
The 40s body, not so much, but the 40s like spiritual and like everything else is good.
Yes. But what it's doing to my body
Yes.
is a
It's a
sin.
whole other thing. It's a whole other thing.
It's a sin.
It is.
It's doing to my body.
Well, you know what? We just need to apparently like eat bone powder or something like that and go
Bone broth.
ashwagandha and then go like in a tiki hut or something. I don't know.
This is
kidding.
what I've been doing.
Oh, Brody. I mean, yeah, you're getting a bunch of nutrition, but gross.
They don't taste, thank God, or I would be like, ugh.
Yeah.
But I do take these things, and they actually do help.
I just thought I don't have the discipline. Okay, but in 2015
And
when I was a weightlifter,
ladies over 40, this is another.
Oh, there you
yeah,
go.
month.
you should do that too.
Another month.
That and collagen. Don't forget your collagen.
Yep.
You know, Jamie's big about the collagen.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Oh, I forget. So I've been using my Chromebook for so long, and then now like my desktop has a little Apple keyboard that I forget how to function with it.
Did you actually get your Chromebook to start working again?
Yes.
Thank Jesus.
It was a very long and painful process, and I was very upset.
I'm sure it was. I have to get my cord.
And I'm still waiting on a freaking Chromebook right now for Kristen to get here.
How long ago did you order that?
It should. Well, he said it was shipped Monday, but I haven't checked the tracking order. So
It's
probably
Friday. I give it time.
hey, what do y'all think about this? So, y'all know we're gonna do that little thingy, little workbook thingy.
Say what?
You know that little workbook thingy that I posted? I'm gonna post it in our ministry team group too. The Identity in Christ, like 10 steps workbook thingy.
Yes.
Okay. Are y'all doing it too? There's only like 2 people who responded to me.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Which one did you put it in?
Put it in the chat, but I'm gonna put it in our team page.
Yeah,
Okay.
if you could. Yeah. I miss some things sometimes on the chat because
I do too.
when everybody
I clearly missed that one. So
when everybody gets going, sometimes it's hard to find things.
it's hard to keep
It
up
is.
with stuff sometimes.
Yeah, I'm putting it in there anyway because it's a PDF. You know, like I need to save it to there too. God, wow. Okay, the redneck's coming on now. It's just coming on now.
You know, like we're all about identity. So anything you want to read about, I'm all for it.
Well, so it's not really a reading thing. It's kind of like a short
Is it the Freedom in
clear
Christ
you
workbook?
out. Yeah, so you're
that what it
basically
is?
gonna go through and break every stronghold, rebuke, renounce, and cleanse your
Your
spirit.
URL signature expired. You might have to resend
Wait a
it.
minute. All right. Hold on, I gotta get rid of the picture. It's really cool though, man. It actually like walks you through all the like asks you to like, have you ever played with a magic 8 ball and all this different stuff that I would not have thought about, you know what I mean?
Like it's an inventory thing.
Kinda. Yeah, it's like, you know, okay, now that you have identified all of these things that are
Mhm.
anti-Christian, you are going to
Uh-huh.
renounce them. And then it walks you through how to do that. It's like 10 steps. That's it. Just
That's
10
cool.
steps.
Yeah, I would like to do that.
Good deal. I thought I opened you. Where'd you go? Yeah, it's really good. And so he's my guy. When God brought me back, you know, to like here, like salvation, prodigal, whatever.
Prodigal daughter returns.
Yeah. When I came back around this time, the Neil Anderson kept coming into my head. And there's 2 books that kept coming into my head. It was the Bondage Breaker and Victory Over Darkness. And
Mhm.
I did not know that little one that I sent y'all, that's also him too. So I was like, okay, that's definitely God then.
Why
He
don't
was
we
like
do one of those
2000s.
for our book club
That was a good idea.
after this
Yeah.
next one? I mean,
Well, the Freedom in Christ, I have that book too. It's actually like a 10-week study. These aren't studies; these are just books. But yeah,
No,
we could
but
always.
like since we're doing a book club now, why don't we just do books that you enjoy already? Like some of us haven't read all. We could just reread it together.
That's a good idea. But we have to probably look at it together as a team first because I haven't reviewed it in a long time, and I want to make sure it's doctrine sound.
Everything is doctrinally sound. Yeah.
Sure.
And it was a huge thing for me then, but you know, you never
I
know.
think mostly like the bondage breaker one sounds interesting because like
Yeah,
sometimes you don't even realize you're in bondage until you're in bondage.
it's a big one too. Harmful habits, negative thinking, and irrational feelings
Yes.
can lead
I
to
just wanna
sinful
read it.
behavior.
I just want to read it myself.
I'm just gonna send you the book
Okay.
when I have money. Because I just remembered I don't have money. I was just gonna buy you the book, and then I was like, wait a minute, I don't have any money. That's very disappointing.
I know.
What am I
get it.
doing?
I get it.
Oh, I'm trying to upload that into the Facebook page.
That's my apparently my zone outlook. My niece and nephew told me that I have a zone outlook. Well, there was actually several of them there. Some of them are very young and some of them are older. And the older ones said I had a zone outlook, and I was like, my oldest niece said I had a zone outlook, and I was like, what's
Is it
my
like glazed over? Like just please don't bother me.
They have this one look that they call the Nini look. It's when I'm
Uh-huh.
they call that the Nini look. And so they all make fun of it. But then they were talking about my zone outlook, and I'm like, what zone outlook? And she goes, when you're zoning out, you go. And then she asked one of the younger ones, what does Nini do when she's like spaced out? And she goes, I was like, no. So they all know I have this look, and they call it my zone out look. It's like rude.
That is rude.
It's like she's just like asking the 8-year-old, what does Nini do when she zones out? Oh. Rude.
That is rude.
I don't know what's going on with my internet lately, but it is dropping a lot.
Mine has been doing that too, but we've been having a lot of storms lately, like really bad storms. Pop-up storms. It's been horrendous. It was funny because yesterday Eric sent me a picture of himself like with this like shocked look on his face, and it was right after thunder, and I said, did you hear that thunder too? And he goes, oh, it's not thundering over here. I'm like, well, it's thundering right here. I'm not sure what your shocked face was about, but
Was he farting?
no.
I'm so tired of passwords.
Well, he may have been. I didn't ask.
Well, because you were talking about, loud noise and thunder, and I would have been like, I don't know why I do that. I'm sorry.
Because it's you. It's just you.
Oh, I do have Audible, though. If you want to log into my Audible, you can listen to it.
I love Audible.
I do too, because I like to read books and visually read books because I'm not good at
I do too,
one or
but
the
I
other.
also like to listen to books so I can crochet as well.
Mm-hmm. I like double whammy in it.
Yeah.
You're in your granny era, aren't you?
I am definitely in my granny era. That is true.
That's awesome.
That is true. I own it.
Okay.
I'm not ashamed of it. I'm going to be 44 next week. I can be in my granny era.
You can anytime.
Yeah.
I miss the music stuff, y'all. I got to tell you. Oh, that's what I was going to tell y'all. I have this thing that's like a tingling sensation, but it's not full on tingling sensation. Like I want to go start the music business again, but it may have to do with the music nonprofit side of it. I got stuff in because I just want to. Because it's about music and therapy and like using it as medicine. And then if we did restart LS Music Promotions, that would be a living sacrifice. I could get Christian bands from all over. We could do all kinds of stuff. Dude, do you know how much cool stuff I could do? I don't even need y'all.
Let's do it.
I don't got
What's
time for
stopping you?
that.
Do it
I don't
then.
have time.
So you
I
got
have time.
nothing but time.
You have nothing but time.
time.
Well, that's the thing is I don't have help. Let me rephrase that because before when I did LS Music Promotions, Justin was supposed to be my help, but he ran people off. I did it all myself. Anyway, he was just like a face, but he ran people off. I mean, I have like you know the band Pop Evil,
Mm-hmm.
major band. Like,
Yes.
hey, I need to get a new partner because, but he shouted me out in front of 25,000 people on stage. I mean, like, that's not a pride thing. That's like that was like the highlight of my life type thing, you know.
Yeah.
It was an exciting moment.
But I want to do the ministry again because that's what I started with when I was 15 years old.
Maybe that's.
But I don't.
that
It won't be
tugging on you
full time or nothing because there's no bands.
That
Huh?
tugging on you is there for a reason, though.
I
Maybe
know,
it's
and you know what I
like,
learned too?
think
It's
about
myself.
reopening the door.
Yeah,
Huh?
and a magazine reached out. Hey, have you haven't heard from you in a couple years? Like, what's going on with you? And then like the instant thought came, rebrand. Maybe I should
Mm-hmm.
rebrand.
Yeah. Why
What
not?
do y'all? Because like also like as far as the nonprofit, I don't have to do anything with that right now. But like my son and AJ, and they want to do music stuff, like
Mm-hmm.
music industry stuff. And I'm like, this kind of all just feels good. You know what I mean?
Right.
But what do you think? What do y'all think?
I think
It's my
it's
I think
passion. It's both. I
consider
gotta do.
opening. I think you should consider opening the door to it. Why not?
great.
I mean, that mean I have to do anything either. I can just restart the page.
Just like slowly, just like think about it. Like,
Restart
I'm
the
scared of what
page,
Justin will say.
happens.
see what happens.
I'm scared of what will be said.
Why? What do you think will be said? What's the
I'm
worst?
scared.
that-
I'm scared of my marriage
Yeah.
of Justin.
Are we still recording?
No crap.
You can cut it out. It's fine.
Yeah, I can get it out. Not like scared of him, but I still want
Well,
confrontation.
honestly,